tried going to the store and like had an anxiety attack when I was there.
Because this world is fucked up.
And even now, people are fucked up and unkind. And as I walk through the aisles, which I went to 2 different stores, and seeing it hurt. It hurt. Because this is our opportunity to be better human beings. But we're choosing not to. And it's sad. It's like, what's the point of being here if there's no room for elevation or growth and acceptance of that? Like, it fucking sucks to be a human right now. Because this is the time that everybody forgets what that means. And it breaks my heart. Like, because I've met a lot of people in my life aligned, not aligned, aware and asleep, and religious, not religious, atheist. And it's like everyone are forgetting what it even means to have humanity. What it means to love and care about somebody else that's not your family or your friends, but just in general. For this species. And I think what hurts me the most is the religious and the people that say that they're on this alignment path are using this opportunity to hate and divide us. But it's not even about any of that. It's not about any of that. It's about kindness. It's about compassion. It's about empathy. It's about love. And it's like, even now, those people are not speaking what they preach. Not speaking, but living what they preach. Like, there's so much hatred. And it's like I feel it in the air. It fucking sucks. Because it makes you wonder, like, if this is how people are we gonna even get through this? Are we gonna even get through this? And I found myself picking up on a lot of different energy.
And it makes
you want to just disappear. Especially if you're making it like your everyday goal to try to be a better person, and that's all around, like not just saying it and not just in your group of friends, not just with your family, but every day, to a stranger, to a homeless person on the street. Because we all need each other at the end of the day. Whether you're awake or you're asleep or you're religious or not religious, it's like
we can all learn something
from each other to be better.
But it's the fact that we're not.
That's
insulting to me.
Because people are using this time
to be divided.
Or to separate themselves from the collective energy. Which I'm not saying like involve yourself with someone that stabbed you in the back, but that person stabbed you in the back and you found out that they were starving and they couldn't buy food. It's like, that is what I mean. Are you going to still put aside your pride and do what's right by humanity and our species? And I honestly can say that I wouldn't count on a lot of people that I know, that I've met, that I'm related to.
And that's what's fucked up.
Because the only type of people that have been in my life have been spiritual or religious. Especially now. And they're just as bad, maybe even worse, because they know about God and they know about His mercy in this world and the process to alignment. But even them are choosing to ignore a homeless person on the street, or ignore someone if they reach out because they're not on the right path or they're not on the right frequency. And it's like, we're all not on the same frequency. We're all on a different path, and that's the whole point. It's still having healthy boundaries, obviously, but it is
taking those people that
aren't and learning so you could be better. And the more that we do that and think about it like that, the better we'll all be. But there's so much hatred and separation, like, and I don't understand, like, I don't understand.
And I talked about it not being a fine
line between love and hate. We represent the choice to love or hate, and those terms can be multiplied into a bunch of different ways and emotions. So it's like, are we gonna decide to make a difference during this shitty time? Or are we gonna have so much pride we can't stop to see what's right in front of us? the golden opportunity to elevate, to help someone else elevate, to love, to be kind, to be compassionate, to have empathy. It's like, when are we all gonna wake up? Because it seems to me we're all asleep. And we think we have it all figured out.
And we think we have it all figured out.
But we don't. This is a time for us to gain understanding, to be better as a community, as a species. Because I'm here in LA and it's like, just the way people look at you now, because they don't know if you're going to be an ass to them or not, based on your race or based on their race, because of everything that's going on, or just the fact that there's plenty of people trying to sell you meditations and yoga and all of these things, but when it actually comes down to making a difference to what matters, no one can be bothered. Or you're too good to get down and dirty to help someone else, but you call yourself aligned, or you call yourself spiritual, or you call yourself a fucking human. It's like, I honestly feel like this was a big ass lesson to show all of us like what's real and what's not. And me gaining that realization has broken my heart, because people suck. And it's hard to
Stay positive
in this type of energy, or
to stay real with myself.
because I could just, there's so many things that go through my mind about what needs to be done and what I can do, but it's like, I'm stuck just like everybody else. There's people that are old that can't even buy groceries. I started to freak out because I couldn't even find black beans and chopped tomatoes to make chili, like, or just bread.
But people have the audacity to say that they're a good
person. Like, my whole perspective on people
have changed. My whole perspective
on
spirituality
and the illusion that people use it as to justify their behavior or their actions or their hatred. It's disgusting. And it's heartbreaking. And I lost my train of thought, but it's like, you fucking get it. It's like, people are showing how fake they really are in this time. Like, people are more worried about still getting followers on fucking Instagram or TikTok or YouTube, or making stupid challenges. It's like, if you're gonna make a video to broadcast it, to make it go viral, it's like, let's talk about how we can be better as a community, how we can be better as a person, as a friend, as a stranger, as a brother or sister, like, how we can be better to change where we're going as a species. It's like, why isn't anybody doing that? And a lot of people that are doing that are like so spiritual and so religious, and it's like, no, you're not. And this was the fucking test to prove it. Because what are you doing to help your community? What are you doing to help the homeless people in your community or that lives on your street that you've always ignored up until now, or that you still ignore? It's like, what are you doing? We can make all this shit because we're bored and we don't have anything to do, but that's not the reason why we were put in this situation. It was to reflect and to change. Like, I'm trying really hard not to hate the human race or everybody I've ever met, because it's like I see everybody had a fucking mask on. Even the best people I looked up to. And I think that's what's more disappointing, is the ones you looked up to for guidance down this path, they turned out to be the worst ones. That's like, go figure. Go fucking figure. It's like, I'm so, like, disappointed and ashamed. Like, ashamed of the many sacrifices that my generation wasted. It's like, no wonder we're in this situation. Because people still find the need to alter their souls to appease, whatever the reason is. And it's like, that's not gonna change it. It's not gonna fix anything. What we should be doing is teaching these kids that we are enough as we are, and in the worst times we can still come together and still be humane regardless of the odds, or regardless of what was taught to us. It's really fucking sad. And it's like, people love LA. It's like, I love LA too, because it's my home. But everybody here is just beating to their own drum, when the world just wanted us to make music together. He wanted us to come together. I hope we do.